Kirk said the women of New York looking for the government to be replacement husbands for them. Let me tell you, as a scholar of evangelicalism, what the why behind this is. Even though Erika Kirk grew up Catholic, she's now at Turning Point USA, which is an evangelical organization that's going to college campuses and arguing and all that stuff, right? A big part of those conservative values is something called complementarian theology. Now, this was made up by my personal enemy, John Piper and Wayne Grudem, in the 1980s to argue that the biblical historical truth is that gender roles are meant to be complementarian, basically meaning men are supposed to be the leaders and women are supposed to submit to them. The problem with saying they're complementary is that when you have one role that has a bunch of agency and autonomy and leadership and one role that is just subjugation, it's not really gonna be that equal. So in Erika Kirk's interview with the New York Times, what she basically said, these women in New York are looking to an attractive male politician to be their daddy/husband. She did not use those words, that's basically what she was implying. Now, if we take a step back to the theology that we just talked about, complementarianism, it makes sense that in her mind, that women, by wanting the government to be better and provide for the community and public, actually are missing this husband that should be providing it. This also kind of plays into the conservative nuclear family construct, where it's like the nuclear family is supposed to provide everything, and this more individualistic narrative, which has resulted into a lot more like isolated white women and therefore more easily radicalized with QAnon and everything like that. You shouldn't rely on community. You should rely on your husband only. I think that's why it's hard to get conservative white women to understand the importance of social safety nets, because they've been groomed and programmed to think, well, no, my husband's supposed to provide that. And by putting these regulations and taking our taxes, you're actually making it harder for my husband to provide for me. So I'm gonna vote conservative, when it's like, oh, well, actually we could just like vote to bring in social safety so that everyone benefits from it. You don't have to like stay in maybe an abusive relationship or, you know, have all of your assets tied into one man. Okay, I cannot do eyeliner and do this. And I do think that that can actually help people understand why Christians who are supposed to be like helping the poor and helping other people go conservative, because they're seeing it as, you're taking away my husband's ability to provide through taxes, which don't even like really affects them. And so they're like, oh, you're preventing like the natural order of things, like America's free, I want to be free, and then we can like volunteer and donate our time. We don't need social structures. Yeah.